I mean, sometimes being honest might not be the best policy, but I'm the kind of guy I like to be honest. So, I threw this out there one time. You know, I had this lady, she was down and out. I asked her what the problem was. And she said, "Well, what's your name, sir?" And I said, "My name's Brad." And she said, "Well, Brad, I seem to have this problem." And I was like, "Well, what's the problem, man?" And she said, "Well, I think I'm too fat to fuck." And I said, "Too fat to fuck? Why would you think that?" I said, "Hell, fat women need loving too." And she said, "Yeah, I know, but I just can't figure out why I think I'm too fat to fuck." And I said, "Well, I don't know really what to say about that except, you know, you're just going to have to show me or, we ain't never going to figure this out." So anyway, to make a long story short, she, pulls them damn panties down. And I was like, "Well, ma'am, no, I think I figured out what the problem is." And she's like, well, what is it, Brad?" And I said, "Well, I'm an honest guy. I work for a living. I don't really like to lie to people, so I'm just going to be blunt with you and tell you the truth. Okay? You pulled them motherfuckers down around their ankles, and they're on the floor and the pussy is still in them. I mean, don't take a rocket science to figure that shit out, girl." Well, anyway, needless to say, she didn't really have no more to say about that, except, you know, fuck off, Brett. And I was like, "Well, I could do that. I could fuck off, but there's one thing I can't do." And she's like, "Well, what's that?" And I said, "I can't fuck fat women. Ain't no way in hell. Just can't do it. I mean, if you ain't tiny, skinny, little, or whatever, just don't even bother ringing me. Well, I'm married anyway, so don't ring me anyway. Love you, baby. Peace out, people."